everyone. Texas Deacon here. Thank you for joining me. It's been a miserably hot day in Texas, and this old fat boy just doesn't do heat. So I stay in under air conditioning, and I thank God for air conditioning. I recently uploaded a video by Dr. James David Manning, or Pastor James David Manning. Dr. Manning is pastor of the Atla Worldwide Missionary Church in New York City. I would admit that this video comes down a little hard on some people, but that was one of the things that I first liked about the man when I first met him. He speaks the truth, he doesn't sugarcoat it, and he doesn't pull any punches. I feel that one of the biggest problems in this country is we don't hear the truth, the whole truth, because it will offend a particular group of people, not always the same group. At the risk of sounding sexist and racist, it just seems like that they're not afraid of offending anybody but white males. They can say anything they want to about white males and get by with it. We live in an I'm okay, you're okay world, and it's just not that way very often. How are we going to fix the problems if we don't know they're broken and no one tells us? I first met Dr. Manning in May of 2010, I believe it was. I had gone to New York City to get into the courtroom of the Obama CIA Columbia sedition trial and treason trial. Obama CIA Columbia sedition and treason trial. Get it right. I went there just hoping to get into the courtroom, and I was selected for the jury. One of the proudest moments of my life. During that week, I feel I got to know Pastor Manning real well. The next time our paths crossed was at the Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin court-martial. Lone Star 76, Rudy and I had gotten to Fort Meade, Virginia, which is outside Washington, D.C., early, to get us a seat in the courtroom. We figured there'd be a big crowd. There was not. There were just 7 or 8 rows of seats, and they were not completely full at the time the trial started even. Now, we sat on the back row, and in came Pastor Manning and 2 of his associates. Sat down. We shook hands and exchanged pleasantries, and were waiting for the trial to start. In come the military police and take one of Pastor Manning's friends out. A few minutes later, they come back and take the second one out. And then a few minutes later, they come and took Pastor Manning out. Now, I was expected to be next, but they never came back for me. A couple hours later, Manning and his friends returned. It seems they had committed a serious crime. They had entered Fort Meade through the wrong gate. Even though when they entered, and they didn't know any better, that there was just one gate for civilians and the rest of the military, they were stopped by the guards, of course, produced ID, the ID was scanned, their vehicle was totally searched, which Rudy and our vehicle was searched also when we went in and out. Of course, we had a rental car and there was nothing in it. So this military guard let them on through. They did not know that they had done anything wrong. Strange setup. Now, a little about the Lieutenant Colonel Terry Lakin trial. This was the first time that I'd ever been in and watched a military trial. Now, the charges were read against him. he was not permitted to offer any defense of the charges that were against him. I know that sounds strange and un-American, and it's hard to believe, and I have a hard time believing myself, but I was there and I saw it. They did permit him to show a little short, feel-good, fuzzy little video about him and his family. That was all. Then the jury, which is made up of lieutenant colonels and full bird colonels, exited and went to the jury room to find him guilty, of course. The next time I saw Dr. Manning was at the Constitutional Election Summit held in Dallas, Texas. The videos of the speakers are available on my YouTube channel, The Texas Deacon. Next month, which is September, of course, on Friday the 20th through Sunday the 22nd, Pastor Manning is having a strategy session in how to survive the next 3.5 years. There will be prominent guest speakers. It is open to the public. As I have already purchased my ticket. You can be there too. The longer that I know the man, the more I admire, respect, appreciate, and love him as a Christian brother. It would do you good to get to know this man of God and my friend. You can do just that at www.atlah.org. Atlah is spelled A-T-L-A-H. Do yourself a favor, like I said, get to know him. So until next time, may God continue to bless and forgive the United States of America. May God continue to bless the Republic of Texas. And may God continue to bless you and yours.